Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a fascinating guest in studio today. It's Alwyn Francis. He's the founder and chief executive officer of Virtutem. Alwyn, welcome. Tell me a little bit about it.
Hello, Liz. It's a pleasure to be with you today. So Virtutem, we're a consulting company that works at the intersection of business solutions, information technology, business process, and most importantly, people. We work with businesses of all sizes across the United States to improve their operational efficiency, increase employee engagement, and implement digital transformation.
So tell me a little bit about how your company's organized.
So we do these things in three different ways. First, we have our enterprise resource planning consulting practice. Second, our business application development team. And third, our solution architect. This combination of what we do is typically hard to find. And when combined with our core values, which are respect, candor, wisdom, integrity, diversity, and the strive to do better, we find over time that our clients turn to us and look at us as their trusted advisor for enterprise software. And we're recognized for the breadth and depth of our expertise from our software partners, Infor Global Solutions, Oracle NetSuite, and Zoho Corporation. Importantly, these partnerships allow us early access to the software from those vendors that enables us to get ahead of our clients in understanding what these new versions of software can provide. But when packaged software is no longer or not a viable option, we turn to our expertise in application development. And typically we're working with companies that have looked for a software solution, but they can't find one off the shelf. An example of that is a startup that we worked with 10 years ago. We joined them 10 years ago on their journey from the idea stage to actualizing that idea.
Tell me the types of companies and clients that you work with.
Since 2008, when we were formed, we've been fortunate to work with many companies, different industries such as automotive, food and beverage, healthcare, fire and safety, and amongst others. But what we found, one thing our clients have in common, no matter what size or what industry, is that they realize information technology is a key part of the solution to address a common problem they hear from their owners, employees, customers, and vendors. And that is, it should be easier. And that's where we come in. We listen to what the client is requesting and seek to truly understand the problem. And once they have that, once we've got that, that's when we progress to proposing a solution for our client. So we recently worked with a multinational company where we were originally brought in to resolve a manufacturing issue. And because of the success of that project, we were able to work with them and engage them on upgrading their 20-year-old software to the most current release, believe it or not. But the benefits of this was they had increased operational efficiencies. They had software that was now supported by the vendors of both the hardware and the software, and they had a more robust system. Another project was for a large manufacturing company. We were integrating their ERP software with their scales management software to make sure that the ingredients going into those were consistent, which improved quality and saved cost. So in addition to those larger companies, we also work with local companies. And an example that comes to mind is a local fire and safety company that we worked with, where the owner had a largely manual paper-based system for monitoring the business performance, believe it or not. And sometimes it took up to 6 weeks to close the books. And so imagine trying to run that business and seeing what's going on. So we worked with them. We were able to put in an analytics system where we gathered that data and we could give him up-to-date data of how his business was performing. And so we helped him in areas of invoicing, cost of goods sold, job performance, and this was really powerful. And he went from having to wait 6 weeks to see how his business was performing to having on-demand information. And that helped him identify missing invoices, jobs that had been done that hadn't been invoiced, pricing discrepancies, why price rises weren't going across the entire customer base, gross margin discrepancies, people were heavily discounting products versus others. And so that really was powerful for him.
You have examples of small to big and how data really impacts every business.
Businesses are looking to improve efficiencies. And we see that some of the solutions to that is electronic data interchange for our manufacturing customers, EDI. Where we're simplifying bill of materials, we're implementing electronic payments, we're increasing inventory turnover. Another one, as we know, people are currently finding it hard to find staff. And so clients are contacting us and saying, something's broken, they don't have the knowledge or the resources internally to fix it. And so they turn to us and we can provide the people to do that. With COVID, the impact of that, we've been working recently with a marketing agency and print shop where we integrated their CRM. We implemented the CRM and integrated it with their printing production software. And then COVID happened. And in the space of 2 weeks, we had a company that was 100% on site to where over 90% of the company was working remote. And they found that they loved it. The fact that the new software had internal social media, it had HR, everything was integrated. They went from, resistance to embracing this. And actually in the conversation with the chief marketing officer, who's now the CEO, she said, if she had known it would have been that easy to get them to adapt to this new technology, should have made everybody go remote before COVID. So that's the power of transformation.
And we're in the digital transformation time period. Before COVID, I would have said the last 10, 20 years, but now COVID has really just even brought it to a new intensity that's happened in 15 months. And we're looking for people like you and your company to help us manage all of that as a business owner, to help us improve and grow. So if somebody's interested in if your company can help their company, how do they get a hold of you and what's the first steps?
So if you go to our website, you'll see on there the opportunity to have a free consultation. As I've said, we've worked with businesses of all sizes in all sectors. Our approach is first to seek to understand where you are. We meet you where you are and understand where you are. And then we take you on the journey from there. As I said, we've worked with companies that were in startup mode, and we've worked with them over 10 years. We've worked with companies that are in paper mode. We've worked with large manufacturers. So reach out to us. We'll work with you from where you are, and we can start that journey together. Our approach is to be easy to do business with. We want to ensure we transfer the knowledge to our clients of the solutions we've created. And we want to make sure that we help our clients spend as little as possible to achieve the greatest results.
You are kind and you are knowledgeable. And so when people are going through this digital transformation and they need a guide, you and your company are definitely the right choice. Thank you so much for joining me on Business Connection. We wish you continued success.
Thank you, Liz.
And we'll be right back with more Business Connection after this.